Ladies and gents out in YouTube land, welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I did a shop update vlog thing, let you know what's going on. Lots to show you, lots of new projects in, really cool bikes. So yeah, let's do a little walk around and I'll show you what we got going on. Well, got Eric Vapor Blasting. Tim's working on a little XR100. Finally got around to ordering some parts for the old Harley Stevenson, just a little turn signal flasher, and we'll get that into the DMV. And lots of fun stuff out here. I've been out riding the Hawk here. This thing is about done, just doing some minor adjustments and all that good stuff. And then the Mighty H1. The Mighty H1 is done. Woo! All right, guys, Jack just took home the H1. It's been here for a long time. We did a ton of work to it. And with closing that chapter, I got to tell you, we're closing another one. And that is Damon is retiring.
I'm done.
I'm
done. Out of state in 3 weeks.
He is moving out of California. He's a born and raised native here, but like so many others, he's just had enough.
Yep.
And he's actually heading to the great state of Ohio, where I'm from.
Yep.
And he's already had some connections there and stuff, but it's just super funny and coincidence how it all...
Probably 30 minutes from where you grew up.
Yeah, probably 30 minutes from where I grew up. And, you know, Damon's been with me for the last couple years. And
Yep.
we've built a ton of awesome motorcycles. We had a ton of good times. And I'm bummed that he's leaving, but I'm also excited for him because of all the opportunities he's going to have. And then also, I go to Ohio at least once a year, so I'll just go and hang out with him. Yeah, at his place. And it's still...
We'll go to the go-kart track and have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's what motorcycling's all about. I met Damon a couple years ago randomly through a friend, and then look at us now. A couple years later, we're good friends. He knows my family, and that's what, you know, that's why we do this, because it's not for the money, I'll tell you that. So yeah, you'll be seeing Damon again sometime in the future. Once he gets his shop all set up out there, he's going to be doing some cool stuff. But yeah, Damon, we wish you the best,
All right, man.
and I will see you really soon.
Yes, you will.
Yep. So
It's been good. It's been good. It's just time for me to... California's just kind of worn me out, like the 36 grit sandpaper over the decades. Just kind of going, nah, time to go.
it's becoming a tough place for us that are in the motorcycle and motorsports industry. Damon has a long history. He used to race karts when did you start racing karts? When you were
74.
Yeah.
And then I raced Formula Ford and Formula Atlantic, and then got back into shifter karts for a manufacturer. And did that for 6 years and still have several of them. And got all my bikes. You've seen some of those on Mason's channel.
Yep.
73 Z1, 84 Turbo, Bamotas, all that. And, you know, it's just seems like California doesn't even really want you anymore if you're into the stuff that we're into.
Yeah, all the tracks have closed down. Like, you got to go to Laguna Seca and spend $3,000 in a weekend just to go karting.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. And the registration on the bikes and the trucks and everything else is just out of control.
It's nuts. So,
just
but
time to move.
so he's gonna upgrade and have way more shop space and way more just space altogether. And if you're in Ohio and you're into karting and stuff, you see Damon he'll be at Nelson Ledges and some of the other tracks around there. Go say hi, and I'll try to go back and do some cool videos, and maybe we'll go to the kart track or something.
We'll do that.
Cool. All right, guys,
man.
so farewell to Damon, but not forever. You'll see him again.
Just temporary. You'll see him
I
again.
just can't slave labor him to death anymore and drag him out in these dusty, dirty barns and deal with hoarders and dragging bikes out. Yeah, so, you know, good times.
Good times.
Another bike that we recently finished up is the 1966 Bonneville. Belongs to my buddy Cody Webb. This thing is a killer bike now. We did a ton of work to it and still want to do a little bit of riding on it and make sure everything is up to snuff, but it runs really good and it came out awesome. So one of the projects I'm pretty excited about is this 1977 XT500 Yamaha. One of the cool things about this bike, like obviously it's not in the greatest condition, but it's all there as it's incomplete. And it even came with some extra leaves and some sticks. So that just means it's an environmentally friendly motorcycle. But yeah, she hasn't been on the road since 1998. So this will be a fun little project to see if we can bring it back to life. Unfortunately, we haven't even been able to test if the engine's free because the Kickstarter is totally frozen, can't get it out. But I think if the engine turns over, there's a really good chance that Tim can get it running. I got the faith in Tim. What do you think, Tim? Misplaced faith?
There's some hope.
There's some hope.
Yeah.
There's some hope.
It's all there.
It's all there, yeah. A little shadow. We've been doing some brake work on that. Another cool bike that is not a customer's bike, but it's Tim's bike, and I figured I'd give you guys a little look-see. Much like my 07 KLR, as in the same color and similar mileage, but his is super cool. It has an inverted front end setup on it, and it has a really tall rear shock and a bunch of other goodies, a GPR stabilizer, crash bars, and he's got bags and everything for it. He actually rode this bike to Mexico. FMF exhaust. It's pretty rad. Oh, just a customer leaving there. A Honda towing a Honda. And that dude right there, that's one of the coolest local guys that's in this area. Not everybody who walks around, I don't know if that guy's homeless or not, but that dude, I always see him picking up trash. I've talked to him several times. He's actually a really nice guy. So not all the homeless people around here are crazies and all that. The mighty CBXs headed to Australia. Well, yeah, I forgot about this one. I bought this bike a couple days ago. This is a Suzuki V-Strom 1000. And it has 92,000 miles on it, but it runs pretty darn good. And it was a good deal. Check that out. 92,000 miles and just running like she's new. How about it? 92,000 miles, still running good, doesn't leak a drop of anything. Good tires, I just couldn't pass it up. Maybe I'll ride it and see if we can hit 100,000. That'd be fun. Oh, one of my Bonnevilles. I haven't done anything with this bike in a couple weeks. It runs, it rides, it just needs a couple little things. But I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. It's just a good looking bike. Another beautiful day. And I should probably show you the bike that I bought this morning. This bike I had no plans of buying. A guy randomly hit me up and said, hey, I got a 76 KZ900 and I need to sell it. Long story short, it belonged to a relative who passed away a couple years ago. One owner bike as far as the relative bought it new. It's been off the road for a couple years, but check it out. It's in pretty good shape. 1976 Kawasaki KZ900. Super stoked on this thing. It's mostly original in the exception of it's got a hooker header exhaust system, dual exhaust. But other than that, it is in pretty nice shape. The paint is still beautiful. And we pulled this out of Gilroy, California. It was a bit of a drive this morning, but definitely worth it. And yeah, we need to pull her out of the truck and see if we can get it running. And I'm sure it'll run, maybe, possibly. If you've been looking for a nice KZ900, I just happen to have one. Another fun bike that I have that seems like you guys are really interested in is my 82 Husqvarna. Haven't done too much to this thing other than just tweaking on it a little bit. It has an interesting thing. This motorcycle only likes to start the first time if you bump start it. And then it will kick start, first kick, all that, but it really likes to bump start versus kicking. So let me know if you're a Husky guy and that's like some kind of quirky thing with Huskies, or it's like a timing adjustment or anything like that, I don't know. I looked at everything. Everything looks right. It's got great spark, and it does bump start really easy, so it's not a huge deal. Suzuki, the TS250. The engine, I just got word from Frank over at Engines Only that the engine's done. So next week, we're gonna pick that engine up. This is gonna go on the lift, and we are gonna finish this bike. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be awesome. My NS50, I haven't done anything with this bike, mainly because I don't want to sell it. It's just rare and awesome. And the XT, don't worry about that guy. Well, guys, the shop is absolutely full, and we're gonna call it a day. But we will be back at it tomorrow with more exciting stuff. Also, I am getting a new camera so we can do more riding videos and all that good stuff. You know, fun. Leave Damon a little comment below. He's been an awesome dude, and we've become really good friends, and he was a great employee. I'm gonna miss him terrible, but like I said, he's gonna move like 20-30 minutes from where I grew up, so we'll still be seeing him and all that good stuff. He's gonna have a lot of fun there. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.